Congressman Bowman did not realize he would trigger a building alarm as he was rushing to make an urgent vote.
He issued an apology saying, "I'm embarrassed that I admit that I activated the fire alarm, mistakenly thinking it would open the door."
Mistakenly thinking it would open the door.
Mistakenly thinking it would open the door.
Welcome to this week's Wacky Moments of Leftist Extremism. The leftist media had to address the sudden about-face from the Biden administration, which decided to chant, "Build that wall," resuming construction on a border wall because it's a novel idea.
Now, the Department of Homeland Security is paving the way for this by waiving dozens of laws and using funds that Congress already approved in 2019 specifically for border wall construction.
This is a striking acknowledgement that changes are needed to stem the migrant influx at the southern border.
The media is suddenly open to the idea of a border wall.
This administration has been struggling to deal with rising numbers of illegal border crossings, which they say makes this move necessary.
You know, coverage on this issue has changed a lot in the last few years.
President Trump's re-election team has posted more than 2,000 ads on Facebook warning of an invasion and the need for a border wall. So let me be clear, in this moment, there is no invasion.
That's the difference. There's no invasion. Under the Biden administration, the reason for the wall is very different.
The decision comes amid an influx of illegal crossings along the southern border.
It's an influx of illegal crossings. Or, let me fix that term for you.
Invasion.
The media contorts in some strange ways for Democrats, and usually it involves bending over. Bending over backward, like they did this week to protect congressional fire alarm puller Jamal Bowman. He decided that red fire alarm systems are there to open doors. They're certainly not there to delay a vote that Democrats were desperately trying to avoid.
He released a statement yesterday. I want to read it for folks. Congressman Bowman did not realize he would trigger a building alarm as he was rushing to make an urgent vote.
He issued an apology saying, "I'm embarrassed that I admit that I activated the fire alarm, mistakenly thinking it would open the door."
Mistakenly thinking it would open the door.
Mistakenly thinking it would open the door.
He was trying to get through a closed door.
He was trying to get to a vote, and he thought that would help unlock the door.
If you mistake red fire alarm pull switches for automatic door buttons, you're probably not a very bright individual. But you still may be smarter than anyone that hosts The View.
And I don't want to call it a stunt yet. There's going to be an investigation. I know Jamal. And so, again, I'm a little biased.
Yeah, just a little.
But the doors that are normally open so that he could get to the chambers to read were somehow miraculously closed. How did that happen?
Yes, miraculously closed on the weekend, like they always are. But certainly having secure doors at Congress is part of a huge Republican plot.
And so, yes, sometimes you're freaking out and you're in an elevator and you're pressing all the buttons.
Yeah, we all go into an elevator and just mash all the buttons. That's a totally normal thing to do.
You're in an elevator.
But this is The View, the brain cell killing outfit whose commentary on House Speaker Kevin McCarthy's ousting is that they're upset that Jim Jordan has announced a bid for the speaker seat.
Describing him as a terrorist is exactly that. He's a chaos agent.
Jordan is a terrorist and an agent of chaos? What could he have possibly done?
I testified in front of Congress about something so simple, cameras in courtrooms. He came in late, he looked disheveled, and he immediately was screaming and yelling and terrorized me and the other experts on the panel.
He terrorized hosting, so he's a terrorist. She and the experts, who probably mash all the buttons when entering an elevator.
You're in an elevator?
Well, they face questions that she didn't like.
The thought of him being the Speaker of the House, I think, leads to more chaos.
Questioning leftists, that's the equivalent of chaos. I mean, there's a reason that there's leftists like Joe Scarborough who are so dedicated to the traditions of government institutions.
But, if you're a Democrat, I will say, I'm an institutionalist. There were moments yesterday when I said, man, I wish 6, 7, 8 Democrats would vote present, because what's happening to a Republican speaker could happen to a Democratic speaker, and you don't want to have one person be able to blow an entire institution up.
Oh, yeah, that's bad, which is why Scarborough tried to do it to Speaker Newt Gingrich in 1997.
I will say, I'm an institutionalist.
Despite the endless storm of lies on MSNBC, there are some fleeting moments where the truth just slips out of Joe and everyone on MSNBC is stupefied. It happened this week. Here's Scarborough complaining that the Biden campaign just doesn't go after Trump enough.
Yeah, that's what the president of the United States should be doing. But his campaign operation, I don't know if everybody's over 80 in his campaign operation, but his campaign operation, they need to put stuff out that makes people go every morning, oh my God, did you see what the Biden campaign put out yesterday?
The man who declares that Joe Biden isn't senile.
No, I just always told people that the president's very sharp.
The man who complains that people are concerned about Biden's age and mind.
His numbers are going down because this "he's too old" message has stuck.
Just claimed that people over 80 aren't even competent enough to run a presidential campaign.
His campaign operation, I don't know if everybody's over 80 in his campaign operation, but his...
Freeze those faces. They know it, and we know it too. The only consistent thing the leftist media has to say is that Democrats and Joe Biden are so good.
No, I just always told people that the president's very sharp.
America is a nation that can be defined in a single word. I was going to put
I'm Eric Shiner from MRC-TV, asking you to head over to the MRC homepage, click on that donate button to keep videos like this one coming. Visit MRCTV.org for the latest in videos, information, and entertainment. And like, share, and subscribe to these videos on the platforms that let you see us. We'll be back next week with another look at leftist media madness.